Welcome to part 2, Pisces. You should do some breath, some breath exercises watching the video. It really helps out, especially to get. Okay, so there. I guess I'll make a video explaining not my particular beliefs, but what I have come across and helps out. And with this deck, I do read reversals because this spread is really about the self. And the more information we have about ourselves, the better. You know, I personally think so. Oops. All right. So I'm gonna pull the first card, and that one I'm gonna have face down, and we'll see. It'll be facing towards the client or the viewer, and we'll see how it ties in with everything. We'll see if I was able to interpret it right. Ooh, I almost turned it over. Ooh, I'm glad I remember. All right. Now we're gonna go on to your mind, your mental state. All right. Oh wow. Death. That's so big changes. Big changes. I think don't be negative. I don't want to say it's like it might be an ending of sorts. It doesn't have to be, but it could be. Give me 1 second. So yeah, I'm sorry. All right. And physically, you have the 10 of Pentacles. So you. I don't want to say like you may feel like you're hot stuff, right? Physically, which is always good. Yeah. See, mentally you might be completely tired. It kind of makes sense with this spread over here. Like, don't overthink it. Try to move on gracefully, understanding, and all that. It's not a card to be feared. But, all right, and let's see what your heart says. Oh, okay. Ace of Cups, reverse. So I think what's driving your thoughts so much about changes that you either your cup is empty, or the other person cups is empty. If you were thinking, whatever you're feeling, if it's a yes or a no, it's a no. It is a no. But then you can always be hopeful. Oh, right here. And then the King of Cups. In your heart. I mean your soul. I think what's happening is you're not being true to yourself. You're letting your emotions drive your entire life, soul-wise, you know, and you're taking things to extreme when you really shouldn't. Don't go to extreme. I mean, death there is already a bit of an extreme, and then with the Ace of Cups, you know, reverse. All right, so, all right, time to flip the card in the center. All right, you have the Knight of Wands. And also, you can always, like if one spread doesn't resonate or if they all resonate, you can also interpret as them all pertaining to the same situation. You don't have to, but it's possible. All right, so the Knight of Wands. Okay, instead of being and the King of Cups, and being too emotional, taking it to the extreme. Step down a little, back up. You know, you don't. I think you're running before you can walk with your passion. You know, your plans, your yeah. I think that's what it says. And if not, focus on being passionate. It's funny, cup. Let that cup reverse be your motivation to move forward. Whatever it is, let it go. Because you have the death. Let it go. What happens, happens. And there's not much we can do. Like, it's one of those situations, not much we can do. We'll clarify to see how it goes, but yeah. Nice. You have the Magician, clarifying the Knight of Wands. And remember, this all pertains to you, so you can interpret it. You can interpret it as it's involving somebody, but it doesn't have to be that one. I don't. At least I'm not seeing. And then what I saw, a lot of the spreads was everything's just jumbled in the first part. Everything's just jumbled. I can definitely see some disorganization, but you're kind of at the threshold of falling apart and keeping it all together. All right. So yeah, that would be your best course of action. Take a step back. Don't be so emotional. Be more passionate about it. Have some heart. Let that cup reverse be your let it be your motivation. And you have the Seven of Pentacles, clarifying death. Be patient. Let whatever happens, happens. You know, if you trust that it's for your benefit. And look at the bright side of things. Don't just see everything. Don't see everything in red. All right, 20 cards away. 20 cards. All right. And then you have the Knight of Pentacles, clarifying the Ace in reverse. Money, yeah, definitely grounded. Take your time. Time heals all wounds. And do what makes your heart beat faster. What gets your heart pumping. And be grounded above all else. You know, instead of being a King of Cups, reverse, be a Knight of Pentacles and a Knight of Wands. I think if let's say read it if it revolves about you being grounded, I think the better option is to be passionate about something. You know, so that would be the better choice with the Magician. And then you have the Chariot in reverse, clarifying the Ten of. Oh crap! I'm terribly sorry. I did it again. I did so. This is clarifying this, but it's still good. Really good. And then right there, the Seven of. Well, the Chariot. Terribly sorry about that. Yeah, you're already grounded. Stay grounded. In the physical situation with you, it could mean body, but everything that relates to the physical. So, yeah, you're doing well. Keep doing what you're doing physically. And with that cup, and you have them both reversed. And with the Death here, I think you don't want to move on, or you don't want to move on for whatever from your emotions. Don't wallow in that though. Because if you sulk and everything, you only make a habit of seeing the negative side. Then you have the Temperance in reverse. Definitely telling you that you're overdoing it in a particular way. Don't. I read that it's like yin and yang. Don't let your emotions, and if you're in a place, it's in a position of power, don't abuse it, and don't let your emotions drive it. You don't want to lose the physical. Everything's interconnected and related to one another, like in the sense of cause and effect too. So we'll clarify. All right. And they have the star reversed. I think in this interpretation is, as long as you have passion, or you approach everything with passion, and and try to be not quick, have a quick wit, but approach everything from a logical, reasonable, wise, consider all the options. And if you do all that, I think what this says is like you don't have to rely on just hope. And I think the star came out in the first one, the first spread too. So if you do that, I don't think you don't have to worry about being hopeful. I think. I'm sorry. It's just you got the death, and let's see, and then you have the Six of Pentacles, clarifying that. So I'm thinking you're not grounded. Give me 1 second. Six. Yeah. Definitely equitable. Right here, you're not in your soul. You don't let yourself feel bad. It could have been you felt like somebody was your soulmate, but they weren't necessarily. And you think in your heart that you feel. You could say you feel a little empty. I don't think you should feel that way, but all right. But I think what it's saying, move on. Let situations be what they are. We have the Eight of Pentacles clarifying the Chariot. So definitely don't let yourself, just because you don't have that cup full, don't let it affect what you're working towards. Yeah. And again, you can always interpret this as literal people. I don't. And then you have the Nine of Pentacles, clarifying the Page of Pentacles. See, in the physical, you're good. You're. I don't know how to explain it. I may have put this in reverse, but I'm just gonna go with it. There's not that there's a reason, but there's a reason there. And that's why maybe that's the message I'm trying to say. Yeah, see, Four of Cups. Don't let yourself lose an opportunity or let yourself be too negative, and accept the offer of theirs. What if that represents help? If any of these cards represent help, you have hope. Don't move on. Well, the other way is don't move on too quickly, or move on. Keep working at it. And then physical, man, self-explanatory. And then again, don't soul. I think that's what that's saying. And then you have the Two of Wands, clarifying. Clarifying the spread. So plans. I don't know what plans you have, but it's related to plans. And sorry if I made it sound like it was it's really negative, but it really isn't. Like, for whatever you have going on in your mind, physically, you're not too worried. And again, Pentacles can relate to wealth. Not just your finance, but wealth. I think the overall message is be grounded mentally, or be grounded enough to experience whatever death is trying to say. All right, and then so the next spread is gonna be unknown. So I'm gonna pull out 4 cards, and then we'll clarify with another 4 cards. These are, I think, very self-explanatory. They work for me, and I've been able to understand it really good. I still have to learn a lot. Although a lot of the decks that I have right now are, I'm still learning. I know really the Marseille deck really good. I'm not sure if I'm saying it right, but this is what I started with. It makes a lot of sense to me. But then the Rider-Waite, it's just a lot to, it's just a lot to try to remember. One second, I totally let force of habit do that. Where is it? Terribly sorry. Here we go. No, it wasn't this one. I'm terribly sorry. Or it may have been. Here we go. Here we go. It was at the bottom. So the first card is Light. That's a major arcana. See what I mean? It's terribly sorry. So 19. The Sun. Nice. I should have for self-explanatory. The Sun. All right. So yeah, I have. Let's see. We'll see. We'll clarify. And then sacral chakra. If I'm not mistaken, sacral is, I think, the second chakra. I'm sorry, it's been a while since I read up on chakra. Like, what was really good to explain it was Avatar. That was the show explains it really well. Oh wow! And then we have temptation, the devil. And lastly, the waiting game. I think this is Two of Swords. So yeah, have light with your sacral chakra. That'll lead you to be the way I interpret it this way, to resist the temptation and just wait. What? I don't know. But again, I think right here it was right here the Chariot. Take time to think these things through a lot. And if you think if you just be double check and then triple check and then check one more time just to be safe. All right, and third eye chakra, clarifying the light, the sun. It's funny because the light, sun, and the third eye, listen and trust your gut feeling with the sun, and because I think you have, you'll be able to understand what's going on a lot. Give me 1 second. All right, it really didn't flip out. I'll tell you at the end of the spread what card that was. And then obstacles and challenges. Obstacles and challenges. So, yeah, I think the best way to say it too, trust your instincts, trust your gut, trust that feeling. That's like whatever situation is happening, you can get past it. You'll have obstacles and challenges, but don't let that lead you anywhere, anywhere that isn't good. Then you have hope. Number 17. I can't remember all the major arcana, I'm sorry. I don't know. Star. It's pretty cool. The star clarifying the devil. You have a lot of hope. You're hoping, I don't want to say addiction, but definitely could be that. Of any side, of any type. Like incredible excess. But you have hope that something good can come out of it. And the waiting game would be harmony, the lovers, right? So have hope. See with your, don't. Okay, another way of saying it sounds pretty cool. But how many movies I've seen? Learn to look not with your physical eyes, but a much bigger, either something really pinpointed and concise, or be completely open to the situation with your third eye intuition, your gut feeling, your senses. And you're not starting off in the beginning. You're in the sacral chakra, and I think as the other way to interpret it is the challenges and obstacles that you've been through has gotten you past the first chakra. So sure, in the second stage. If I don't really read time on cards, but this is saying you're starting to move on in the situation. Give me one second. And then at the bottom of the deck, whoa, no way. Okay, so this is the first card that came out. Mental conflict at the bottom of the deck. So I really wanted to come out. That's pretty cool. That's what I mean. Like sometimes the cards are really clear and it makes a lot of sense. Other times it's a little on the difficult side to interpret it. And then right here, you have hope that whatever you're going through, it's gonna get better. And you should. With the lovers there and the waiting game, don't rush to anything. I don't want to say let them approach you, but again, let time do its thing. Let time do its thing. And then I'm reading with this deck. It's the Thoth deck. Thoth deck. It's a different way of interpreting. These pretty much have the same cards, except for it only has the page and the knight. And the knight can be interpreted as the king too, so. This is the past, present, and future spread. Alright, in the past, you have the Queen of Cups, right? Yeah, Queen of Cups. In your past. I don't know if you were. See, I guess if you're doing the masculine, to say this, like if you're being masculine, you're taking it too extreme. You're way too yang. So, yeah, be nurturing. Like that's the wish. I don't read reversal with this deck, so it'll say. All right, abundance, 3 of Cups. Partying it up. You know, this kind of, I don't want to say ties in, but the devil. Don't party too much. Don't have excess. You know, the devil is excess. In this context, I think. All right, in the future, you have the Hermit. So I don't know. Okay, so something like the way I interpret it is the moment you realize something, it'll affect the cards, and it'll tell you what you need to hear. So it could be that you were involved with somebody, but I don't want to say third party situation. We'll clarify. But I think in the future you're gonna go it alone. You're gonna go it alone. I think that was right here. you have, wow, again. And I think in the first one you had the Emperor. On this deck. So you have the Emperor clarifying the Hermit. That's really good. Yeah, either you're gonna meet this person, or you're gonna have to be this person if you're gonna do it alone. But one thing I do like about the Hermit is you have like it ties into the Emperor because you have a lot of wisdom. You know, solitary life has given you a lot. You understand it. And then the Prince of Wands, also clarifying the Hermit. It could be you're starting out and then you become the Emperor, or vice versa. Alright. So now we're going to clarify the Three of Cups. I'm not too worried about the past because it's already done. It's gone. You know. Oh, nice. Two of Cups. Clarifying the Three of Cups. So, I think you want a partnership. You want something like a give and take. Something reciprocal. Not just something casual. Like partying up with people you don't know. You know. And you know the weird thing is, I don't want to say 3-part situation, but I think you kept it only 2 parts before it went anywhere. Alright, and you have the Four of Wands. Completion. Stability. You had that with the Queen of Cups. It doesn't say if it's over, it just says it's in the past. Could have been that this person is very, very significant, and a person or situation are very significant to the read. Nice. And at the end, the Ace of Wands. A lot of yang energy. Fiery energy. Alright. At the bottom of the deck, Three of Wands. I think that's really good. Plans. 3-3. 4-4. Nice. You got a lot of pairs, I think, if I'm not mistaken. It's really cool when they come out. It's really nice. So just wait. Take your time. Be wise about your actions because you are doing it alone. It may be really, like if you come across people, it may be related to someone young or somebody older. It doesn't say who, but I think you have to start putting the effort. There we go. Start putting the effort. And I think if it is a choice, you can only do one to avoid another. If that's a third party situation, to avoid that, and just focus on one so you can get what you want. You know, your cup. That's pretty good. All right. Well, okay. One more day, and this is because I took forever to do these readings. And this is what do you call it? Messages from the universe. It's a cool deck. I'm only gonna read one. It's a double-sided deck. I'm only gonna read one side. Later on, once I get into established a little bit, and I'll have extended readings. All right, now the first card. Love is never in vain. So you can't give up. Don't give up. It may seem like it's insurmountable, but you got it. You got it. Remember, see not with your eyes, but with your senses. Everything that's well. Those you love you. It's pretty cool. A lot of love, see? Love is never in vain. Those who love you. Those who you love you. And lastly, if you want confirmation, you know what to do. You already know what to do. Nice. And then to the bottom of the deck, you have, geez, time for Love Fest. 3 cards of love, and you know what to do. Okay. So that is your reading. I'm gonna do more readings later on in the month. Hopefully, I can get a new spread, work on it, and hopefully we can get more information about moving ahead from now on. So, okay, thank you.